Hey, I'm Erica Bell, professional organizer and admittedly recovering overpacker. Here are 10 tips to help you stop overpacking. First of all, let me just say that my voice doesn't always sound like this. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I have a little bit of a cold. So, don't hate on me in the comments, please. All right, so let's talk about traveling and overpacking. So the uncertainty of going on a trip, traveling maybe somewhere new can be overwhelming and paralyzing and confusing. All these things can sometimes lead to overpacking and making a lot of packing mistakes. So let's get down to it. I'm gonna give you some tips how to avoid making these mistakes and how to be sure that you will never overpack again, hopefully. So tip 1, pack like you have restrictions even if you don't. So an example, car rides, those are often the times where I fall into overpacking, like serious overpacking, because I'm like, I can just shove it in the car. One more thing. So pretending that you have restrictions, even if you don't. And of course, if you do have restrictions, if you're flying, domestic restrictions on your baggage size and weight, or internationally, they have different restrictions. Make sure you follow those if you are flying. But even if you're not, maybe pack as if you would be. So limiting yourself to that one bag, a smaller bag, and only packing that will help you stop overpacking. Even if you get 2 free checked bags or 1 free checked bag, just because you don't have those limitations when you're flying doesn't mean that you need to bring 2 bags and fill them to the brim. So just pack like you have restrictions, even if you don't. Tip number 2, when choosing between 2 different bags, pick the smaller of the 2. You'll be less likely to overpack if you don't have the space. How many times that I have just thrown stuff into a bag because I have the space, I can't even count. Or same with purses. If you carry a purse or a backpack, it's the same thing. So if you're choosing between 1 purse, 1 backpack, or if you're choosing between 2 different sizes, pick the smaller of the 2, because I promise you, you're just gonna end up shoving it to the brim, and this will help prevent carrying too much. Tip number 3, research your destination, know what to expect. As soon as you start planning the trip, start researching. And then as it gets closer, start looking at, maybe a couple weeks out, start looking at things like the weather, what to expect. Does it rain? Is it the rainy season right now? Or is it gonna be freezing cold at night? Knowing what to expect, excuse me, will help you be prepared so you don't pack a bunch of things that you don't need. So, a lot of times, like, we haven't researched the destination and we have this picture in our head of what it's gonna be like, and we just shove things into a suitcase, call it good, and we are not prepared at all. So let's break that habit. Also think about what you're gonna be doing when you're there. Is this a tropical vacation and you're just laying on the beach? That's great. Are you gonna be hiking in the mountains? That's a whole other thing, anything like that. And also think about where you're staying. If you're staying in a hotel, research the amenities that they have. If you blow dry your hair, do they have a blow dryer? Do they have toiletry items? Or same if you're staying in like a rental house, a lot of times they have coffee, or they have, things that you may need, so then you don't have to pack those things and it'll save you some space. Also, if you're doing something special while you're there, are you gonna have a night out on the town? Make sure, you wanna plan a specific outfit for that. Which leads me into tip number 4, which is make a plan and write out the days you'll be gone and exactly what you need. So do this ahead of time. So last minute packing almost always leads to overpacking. So having a plan will prevent this. So Start a couple weeks out. I like to either, you can take notes in, with a pen and paper, or I use the notes app on my phone. I'll say I'm gonna be gone for a long weekend. I'll write Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or how many ever days. And then I'll start saying what I'm doing. So on Thursday, if I'm going to be going on a hike, I need a workout outfit. I need a change of clothes. I always need pajamas. So specifically writing out the days, having that plan, and exactly what you're gonna be doing will help you from overpacking. And you may say, well, Erica, I don't have every minute of my vacation planned. And that's great. You don't have to. I'm not expecting you to or wanting you to, but you'll have a general idea. If you know you're going to somewhere that has a pool and you're going to be at the pool every day, there you go. So just having that plan and starting it a couple weeks ahead of time, because then you can start filling in, you won't remember everything the first time you make the list. So then you can go back and fill in the things that you remember, or it also gives you time if you have to go shopping and buy anything for the trip. All right, tip number 5, don't pack for the what ifs. If a freak storm comes up, you can buy something. Or, if it all of a sudden, it's not the rainy season and it rains every day, you can buy an umbrella. Only pack for the certainties that you have. If you know it's gonna be negative 20 degrees, you better pack that parka, but only pack for those things. Don't pack for every single what if. And listen, I'm all about being prepared, but we don't wanna plan for like the apocalypse here, because it's gonna lead to overpacking. Number 6, mix and match items. So when you plan out each day what you need, see if you can wear things more than once. For example, wear a sweater with jeans and then also wear that sweater over a dress. You could wear a black dress with a necklace and then wear that black dress with a sweater. Packing neutrals will help so that you can mix and match your items and pack less. This is also where accessories come in really handy, because it can take maybe a t-shirt that you've already worn, you put a necklace on and it looks completely different. So you're just getting more bang for your buck. And honestly, dresses are some of my favorite things because they're so easy to pack. Instead of packing a top and a bottom, pack one dress and you're good to go. You have a full outfit. But I know not everyone feels that way, or not everyone wears dresses. So also like reversible items. I don't have a lot of items in my closet that are reversible, but I'm starting to look into it more and more. If you have any that you really like, please leave the name of the company in the comments. I'd love to look into it. This is just an awesome way to, again, get like more bang for your buck with what you're packing. And then multi-purpose items, say like athleisure. So that's still a super popular trend right now. So, say you're packing a pair of black workout shoes, tennis shoes, whatever your brand of choice is, wear those to work out, but then you could also wear them with jeans with like an athleisure outfit. So you get more bang for your buck with those shoes that you're packing. Also, don't pack that like one super trendy or one thing unless it's a special occasion. So, if you're going somewhere for a wedding, then of course you're gonna have to have maybe a dressier outfit. That's one thing. But otherwise, don't pack things that are super trendy. You're only gonna probably wear it once. You're not gonna get enough wear for it. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And definitely do not pack anything that's uncomfortable. All right, tip number 7, pack a change of clothes in your carry-on. So knowing you have like an extra pair of clothes or like a backup if you need it can really help you mentally. And it can prevent you from feeling like you have to pack for the what ifs. You already have this kind of like emergency outfit just in case something spills on you, just in case you're flying and heaven forbid the airline loses your luggage or reroutes it, to wherever. I remember when we went on a family trip to Fiji, My poor sister-in-law, her luggage got rerouted to Australia, and she didn't have her luggage for like days on the trip. So luckily she could borrow stuff from us, and she had packed, you know, an extra outfit in her carry-on. So at least she had that. So you just never know. And again, it kind of helps mentally feel like you are packing for those what ifs without overpacking. Number 8 is coordinate with your travel partner or the person you're visiting. So if you're traveling with someone, could you maybe pack the sunscreen and they'll pack the shampoo? That way you guys aren't doubling up on these bulkier items and you won't have to pack all of these things. Or, you know, maybe you say, if accessories, jewelry is your thing, maybe you say, I'll pack silver jewelry, you pack gold, let's mix and match and share what we're wearing. Or again, if you're going somewhere and visiting someone, asking them, hey, you know, do you have a hat I can borrow so I don't have to bring my big floppy straw hat, or things like that. It can really, really help save a lot of space. Tip number 9, I read somewhere recently that once you pack and you get done packing, remove half of what you packed because you probably won't use it. Okay, I can't wrap my head around this. It's too much for me, especially if you go back to the tips we already talked about with having a plan. You're already being pretty intentional about what you're packing. But I know you, because I know me, and I'm an overpacker. There's still stuff in there that you probably don't need. So my tip to you would be to just take one thing out of your suitcase. So it kind of reminds me of that Coco Chanel famous quote from her that basically, before you leave the house, take off one thing, take off one accessory. Okay, I'm more like Iris Apfel, and I think more is more and pile it all on. But in this case, no, more is not more. We don't want to overpack. Take out one thing, whether it's a toiletry item, whether it's a shirt, an accessory, one thing out of your bag. And number 10, the last tip, is don't forget that you can do laundry. If you're camping, you know, they make biodegradable soap and you can hand wash your items and hang dry them. Or again, if you're going to a hotel, a lot of times they'll have laundry services. So just don't forget that, especially for longer trips. You know, if you're gonna be gone a couple weeks, a month, keep this in mind that you can do laundry, you can wash your clothes, it'll help you not pack as much. You know, you can pack detergent if you want to. They make all sorts of travel detergents, like washing sheets and stuff like that, and I'll be sure to link them. But this will definitely help. You know, you don't want to pack 30 outfits for if you're going to be gone for a month. That's just bonkers. So if you need help organizing your bag and wanting to know how to pack like a pro, I have just a video for you. Make sure to check that out. Make sure to check out all my other videos, and please subscribe to my channel. I have new videos each week. I don't want you to miss anything. And if there is a specific video you want me to talk about, please let me know. I always want to be here to help you. So I'll talk to you soon.